What's up YouTube, this is Collect Pokemon and welcome back to another video. So there has been a lot of new subscribers, so I want to first say thank you to everyone. If you haven't done so, if you haven't subscribed, make sure you hit the like button, the subscribe button, and click the notification bell. Make sure you comment on the video so that this video becomes more popular and YouTube would push it to more people. So in today's video, we are going to talk more about the Japanese card market and to really elaborate and to show you guys some certain examples that I'm talking about that I mentioned in my previous video. I said that the reasons for this rise, this hype in price, is not really a bubble. And one of the reasons I gave were the mystery boxes in Japan. And I want to dive deeper into this topic and to show you guys what exactly is happening in Japan and why are we seeing these crazy buy list prices. And let's get into it. And for those of you that thinks that I am pumping the market, of course I'm pumping the market. What do you think? I have many of these cards. This, yeah, you guys remember this lily? Well, it's going for around 4,000 US dollar right now. Great, right? I think by end of June, let me just call it by the end of June, I would expect it to be around 10,000. End of June, 10,000. I'm calling it. So we're gonna see if it actually turns out straight. So yeah, I mean, to be very honest, if you guys really think that I'm pumping the cards, there are a lot more people. I have no control. I'm simply riding the wave. I know which card is going to be pumped. I suspected it through my research, through my studies, through my educated guess. So I just ride the wave and profit from it. And it doesn't really affect people much. So if you want to do that, you can ride the wave as well. If not, you can stand on the shore and watch the wave. Yeah. Anyway, so let's get back into it. So the mystery box are very different. The mystery box in Japan is very different from the mystery box that we see in the US. The traditional US mystery box is that, for example, Leon Heart or whatever, they have this mystery box and then you buy it and, you eventually maybe get something sent to you right away. And this is too outdated. I never liked this. So many years ago, I've actually made a website where you can actually open packs virtually, which I've pre-opened before, and you can directly and already know the results of your packs. And if you don't want those cards, you can send it back to me as bulk and you get credits. So I did something very similar to that many years ago. Did it work? No, no one accepted it. No one really enjoyed it because they said, oh, like Pokemon, I enjoy the live opening. I don't enjoy the instant gratification opening, knowing the cards, right? But after COVID, times has changed, people have changed, and it's quite unfortunate that I was too ahead of my time. I want to introduce you to a website called Clove. This website, this video is not sponsored by them, but I will show you them. Here's some screenshot which you can actually go and check it out. Now, Clove is always, releasing buy list prices, and that is usually higher than what a lot of people would go for. And people go like, oh my god, they're buying this card at this price. How do they sell it? Who is buying it? Who is rich enough? I mean, even Deep Pocket Monster doesn't have that deep of a pocket to, ditch out $700,000 to buy one card. Maybe he does, but he wouldn't. But anyway, so who is buying these cards? Well, it's not who, is how many people are trying to buy the card. Now, if you take a look at the screenshot, basically what they did is did you guys ever play Genshin Impact or any of the gacha game where you buy some coins, buy some stones, or buy some whatever, and then you can draw to get your 5-star Hu Tao or something like that. Basically, that's what they're doing. They're bringing the idea of online games, that kind of drawing thing, where you have your phone game, your mobile game, you press a button, you get 10 draws at the same time, and you see what you get. They're bringing that idea into Pokemon cards, and they are bringing it into these virtual cards. Well, they're actually real cards. They'll get sent to you if you really want it. But it's actually a method of just gambling, lottery, and people are just whaling. So I can actually use these gaming terms into the current collecting world in Pokemon. So if you scroll along this website, you can see that there are many different types of picks. You have the Raphael collaboration, you have the girlies, the waifu cards, the Clove Premium, all these sort of different draw. You can actually then click into it. Now I'm going to teach you two numbers. The first number is 1,000. Well, that 1,000 or that money sign or the coin sign represents a point system. 1 yen is 1 point. 1,000 point is 1,000 yen. 1,000 yen is what, $7 and let's see, 1,000 times 0.0072 is around $7 US, around 7, yeah. So keep that in mind. So you can't spend $7 US, and technically, theoretically, you have the chance to win a $700,000 card. Great, great. How many cards are in the pool? Well, there's 100,000. So if you do like 7.2 US dollar times 100,000, it's around $720,000. So that seemed like a good pick. Everyone would think that, hey, if this card is selling for $700,000 on eBay, I might as well pitch in money to see if I am lucky enough to get this card. And that's what's happening in Japan. Remember, there will always be 1 or 2 cards that are very expensive that people are looking for. They have these, the first degree prize, second degree prize, first tier, second tier, third tier prize. And basically, people are just throwing money in there to gamble, to draw, to lottery, to you could say to whale into these cards. And what's interesting about this system is that after you do draw the card, you can sell these cards back to those company if you don't want it to be sent to you. And because of this, they buy it higher than market price, they raise the market price. So what happens is that people are willing to sell it to them. Because remember, it's 100,000. There's 100,000 slots in the pool. They have to buy up 100,000 cards in order to create this draw. So that is why every single card, left and right, that looks good, feels good, have the concept of good, is rising, is going up in price. It's because there's simply not enough cards to go around. Everyone wants to pick more and more cards. That's the reality. And a lot of these waifu cards are in the hands of really, really hardcore collectors. They're not going to let go of these cards. And because of that, the price only goes up. It is that simple. It is not exactly a bubble, but rather a new ecosystem. Why would I say it's a new ecosystem? Okay, so hear me out. You have these waifu cards, you have these expensive cards, and the price are going up. Now, when it is profitable, people are going to buy into it. There is a lot of people that are willing to gamble. You need to be able to understand how many people buy into lottery every single day or every single week. Doesn't matter where you are in the world, lottery, people always buy. Why? Because for a small sum of money, you can actually, or maybe luckily, win a lot more money. And that's exactly what it is. It creates this pseudo lottery system. Now, to be very honest, how many of you actually care about how the lottery system works? You really don't. You just throw in the money and see what happens. So you don't actually need to know about Pokemon card. You just need to know that Pokemon cards are expensive. That's all you actually have to know. And you ditch money to see if you can get more money. And there are some people who might have won the grand prize or the first tier prize of a lily. They don't care. They know that, hey, I spent $14. Now I got, what, $300,000 back. I could resell it back to the company. They'll cash out the $300,000. Very easy, very simple. And that's how the market get inflated. Now, you guys are going to complain. Collect Pokemon, it's for the player, this is wrong. What's wrong? If anyone in the comment section can tell me what is wrong with this, I would like to hear it, because players don't play with high rarity cards anyway. You don't need high rarity cards to play. You don't need Moon Beyond VMAX alternative art to play the game. You can still win the world competition, the world championship, using a very simple Umbreon VMAX from EV Heroes, which is pretty much dirt cheap. Why is it dirt cheap? Because so many people are opening these boxes. Pokemon are printing a lot more of these cards, and a lot of these, bulk cards are just thrown in the trash. You don't need the holo version, you don't need the reverse holo version, you just need to pick it up from the trash and you can actually build a deck. So, it's surprising to hear people saying that this is not good for the economy and this is not good for Pokemon. It is actually very good for Pokemon. Kids who are poor can actually now afford to play cards. They don't have to open boxes. They can just buy single raw cards. If not, they can just pick it up from the bin. Pretty much, people just open the cards, they leave those cards in the bin. So there's really nothing wrong with the system. It actually benefits the system by pushing up the market. I mean, no one plays the game with a Poncho Pikachu. Seriously, no one ever used Poncho Pikachu in the deck. Come on. So, it's too critical. It's quite sad when you hear people saying that, oh my God, I hate this card market anymore. It's for the players, not for the gambling. It's not for the investment. Well, too bad. It is what it is. You could either try and buy some of these cards early if you believe that they have potential. And if not, don't bother chasing the old cards. There is just a Snap Pikachu that is released, or that was found, right? $273,000 US. I mean, I'm a Pikachu collector. I really want that card, but it is out of my league. So obviously, I would not go and try and attempt to buy that card. I just collect those cards that I was able to get. And I think that's the thing. Collecting is not something that you do for a day or two. It accumulates over time. And once your collection grows, you can trade certain cards in your collection with other people. And I think that's the beauty of it. I mean, $270,000. Do I really not have it? Well, technically, I could sell some of my Poncho Pikachus if I bought multiple versions of the Poncho Pikachus. If I have the Scream promos, that I've got earlier when I was a few years ago, I could sell some of those and fund this new purchase. And I think that this is really healthy, and that's what a lot of people are doing. They are trying to change some of the cards into cash and convert that into something that they need. It makes Pokemon a much more flow, more liquidity in Pokemon cards. So I think overall it's still beneficial to the market. Like I said, alternative arts are not for everyone. If you want to collect it early. If you believe in that card, buy it early. The only reasons why people miss out all the chances is because they complain. They always complain first. I mean, I do understand that some people have other life needs that they needed the money back then. But like I said, sometimes it is a card that you can never get. It's just like there is a girl that you can never get. Don't be salty about it. Sometimes it is what it is. That's life. And I think that you should not always look back at what you've missed, but look forward to the things you can still collect. Look forward to the things that you can gain, you can get. And that's pretty much what I want to say. So hopefully this video answers some of your question. Why I do not believe that this is a bubble. Whether this is sustainable, yes, it will be sustainable for quite a while. Until when would it pop? Maybe when people no longer care about Pokemon card, or when people think that, hey, it's dumb, gambling. But to be very honest, which lottery system in the world stops? You know what I mean? So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like button, comment button, subscribe. Do what you have to do. See you guys. Peace. This is Collect Pokemon. Bye-bye.